And my name is Minivans94, and I would like to welcome you to my final review of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So we've got Modern Warfare hours away, and I wanted to do a quick review of Black Ops 4 as a whole. Hopefully, I keep this short, but still show everything that I want. I am going to start with zombies, actually. The mode that I was most anticipated for with this game. So, way back, way months before they let the game come out, is they did their main reveal, and basically, for zombies, they showed off 4 maps at launch, which is insane. Never seen that at launch. Well, I guess kinda. I mean, we've been close, and then Black Ops 2, we could split the maps, so it was close. But I mean, just four maps. They actually brought in a new story. 2 maps were Ether, which is fine. That's what we were expecting with Richtofen and all them. But there was this new crew that they brought in, the Chaos story, which was 2 of the maps, and well, that was a lot of interesting story. Hopefully, they continue it in their next game, since Ether is now complete after the end of DLC 4, unless if they do a reboot, kind of like how they're doing with Modern Warfare. Never know. But so there's that. Um, what else can I say about zombies? They changed zombies. Not, I guess, not for the first time, because Call of Duty World War II actually made a create a class system. That was the first, but this is the first time we've seen it in a Treyarch game. So you got plenty of new perks, perks that did not return in the form that we thought, because I think they talked about it back in their release, or not release, reveal events, um, that they took out crutch perks like Jug, Double Tap, Speed Cola as actual perks, so more people could just play with different perk selections. And but they still brought Jug in as basically you start out with Jug. You can get Speed Cola by getting all the perks, and then Double Tap you have to upgrade your weapon completely, which is 5 times, I believe, to get max damage, which is basically what Double Tap did. So they did that different, and which is very, very interesting. But that's a-okay. They also brought in a crutch. I guess a crutch of the specialists. Basically, something that regenerates off of kills. And, well, basically, it's a super weapon. There's 4 options for them. I know at some point I will kind of go through them. And it's, I mean, I guess they're just super weapons. That's all I got. They took out gobblegums and replaced them with elixirs. Basically the same thing, but you can't spam them as bad as gobblegum, because you can't be like, hey, let me get a power vacuum to start, then go to what were they in that game? A carpenter, and then get a power vacuum again within the same round. It's one non common elixir uh, per round. So I can only use one max ammo. I mean, I can use all of them. It's time based. So if I had like a max ammo, a perkaholic, and a power vacuum with my common, I could still use all four within the round. But I could not do power vacuum, perkaholic, and a power vacuum again within that same round. They did a lot of like generating stuff. The specialist is the equipment like grenades and monkey bombs are now regen, so you don't have to wait for that max ammo like you used to all the way in Black Ops, where you would go rounds possibly not being able to use monkey bombs. Basically, if you just wait the time and or get kills to speed it up, you pretty much have unlimited monkey bombs if you get them. Oh, where else do I want to go? Oh, talismans is that they were supposed to be what everyone was thinking as the OP gobblegums of Black Ops 4 that were in Black Ops 3. Like that, those were supposed to kind of replace the perkaholics and whatnot, but they still brought them in as elixirs, and I mean, talismans are cool, but they just don't have the same reason to use them, really. What else? I guess we could go back a little bit, talk about the create a class. You get to choose your starting weapon, get to choose your equipment between frag, Semtex, which is an acid bomb, claymore, a couple others, a sentry gun, which is very interesting. So there is that. If I had any Easter egg footage, I would show you, but I got none. I'm just playing in the background 9 and or Alpha Omega. They did bring in 4 DLC maps, which was expected. 2 Chaos, 2 Ether, and that was, again, no I have not completed any of the eggs, but of course seen them online, and that was very difficult to see the end of Ether, of Richtofen, Dempsey, and all them. Again, they could reboot it though. But I think I've covered mostly everything I want in zombies. Of course, they brought in, of course, well, there's the normal create a class where you get to add the attachments. There's that. Or no, the armory is where you add the attachments. Create a class is just create a class, as if it was multiplayer. And then there was you can like dress up the characters in face paints and stuff, which was just something that they could put in supply drops, which we'll talk about later probably. Wow, I've already been recording for 9 minutes just in one subject. I got 2 more to go. Well, 3 more kind of. So, basically, that was very quick on zombies. I mean, I got nothing else. Zombies was fun. Some people didn't like it because of the changes. Some people loved it. I enjoyed it. Was it my favorite? No. Was it terrible? No. Alright, let's move into multiplayer. There's not a whole lot I want to actually talk about within multiplayer. It's basically create a class like normal for the most part, except you get to re-heal yourself, which was a big change for Call of Duty at the time. I won't have any multiplayer gameplay just because it still plays the same. There's the specialists, just like in Black Ops 3, except they're just more annoying in Black Ops 4. Kind of going through the menus of the game modes. There's those, which is fine. I mean, I got really nothing else to talk about. They brought in contracts for every game mode. I didn't talk about that within the zombie section, where basically there's a, hey, play for multiplayer, let's say, hey, play 5 games of TDM, you get a case, which is supply drop related, an XP, of course, and Zombicide is because you cannot. I guess I almost have to go into the supply drop area right now. Is there is basically they did a contraband stream like Fortnite and probably like any other battle royale game. And you could earn cases and skips within 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 zombies as a contract. I mean, I got their multiplayer is just multiplayer. It's but I think that's about all I'm gonna talk about. There was a little bit of a campaign which I started on the channel, but then I'm like, I don't really want to anymore. Which was a Specialist HQ. Just kind of goes through a quick backstory of the specialists. Or did I throw that? No, I think I threw that on the second channel. Anyway, where was I going? I don't know now. I really don't know. Oh, I guess there was another mode which they added, which World League we kind of expected. That came super late. I never touched that, other than very, very briefly, just to see how it worked. But the game mode I spent the most time in, which beat out zombies, not by a lot, maybe by like, I don't know, half a day, maybe a day, was Blackout, which is Black Ops 4 Battle Royale. And they did a fantastic job. It was I mean, I guess I don't know where I want to go. It's I really, I don't know. Blackout was so much fun. They had the one map initially, had solos, quads, duos, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. Then we came in and they changed the map. I mean, they added new locations. They changed the time of day, the environments. Now I don't even know where. Of course, brought in lots of different game modes within the one map. But one thing which really surprised was they brought in another map, Alcatraz, and they didn't bring in very many game modes. That was pretty much just quads, but that was so fast-paced, action-packed, and just that map is so much fun. And you can redeploy, so it's not typical battle royale, which a couple of the modes in the main map were like that. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I got gameplay of the main map. I know I got Alcatraz, but anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, there were a couple game modes for the main map that let you redeploy, but Alcatraz was the one that mainly did it. Sorry about the long pause. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts. I mean, I just don't even know what else to say. But yeah, if Modern Warfare brings in a battle royale like they should, I think that will be probably the mode I play most. Because I honestly don't know what I'm going to play a whole lot of within Modern Warfare. I mean, I'll go through the campaign, Spec Ops a bit, but it's not going to be like zombies. Um, and then multiplayer, I mean, the beta was fine, but I don't see it being anything that really sticks with me. So yeah, if they do a battle royale, even though it sounds like if the plan is to, it wouldn't be at launch. But I think I would still step in very quickly and just play most of my time within that battle royale. But we'll see. We're hours away from the release. But yeah, Blackout really surprised me. I played a little bit of H1Z1 just to one because it was free. It was the PlayStation free game of the month at one point. So I'm like, sure, might as well try it. Never played a battle royale, never got into Fortnite, and well, played a little bit H1Z1, wasn't very impressed, but with Blackout, I'm like, after after the beta for Blackout, I'm like, okay, I could see some time. I was still expecting zombies to take most of my time though, but that was not the case. So, and now we have to go into supply drops, where again I mentioned they did Contraband stream, which everyone loved. They're like, yes, I'm gonna get exactly what I want by playing the game. And throughout the first, I think, two operations, um, there was no supply drops. But then the third one, I think, maybe it was the second. I'm pretty sure it was the third. But it's, they introduced them and it's an ugly system. But it, it, nothing, nothing could have been done. They were there and no, that's not going to change. But one thing I did not like the most about Black Ops 4 was that, okay, they had their shop, but there was so much cool stuff in there. I that you had to buy it. And yes, I get it with those contraband streams. That's kind of how where they make their money, but then they introduce supply drops and yeah. I don't know. I do wish there was more of an in-game currency so I could have earned it that way, like previous Call of Duty titles versus feeling like every like 4 months I had to shell money out to the game just because of weapon skins or character costumes or uh, gestures, which some of them were cool, some were pointless, and all the stickers. Whoa, man, those stickers were just taking space. That's all it was to for the supply drops to make them more difficult to get the weapons. I've been rambling on for about 20 minutes, showing lots of different gameplay, so we'll see. I gotta give my last rating of every mode and basically call it a video. So basically, quickly, World League, didn't spend enough time, so I cannot grade it. I don't feel like that would be fair. So that's just gonna be ungraded. I'm gonna start with multiplayer. I didn't like Black Ops 3, mostly because of the wall running and the jumps. They took it out, so that was a big step forward. But it seems like they did have a um, worse set of specialists. They were more overpowered, so that was pretty annoying. And, well, I don't know. I would say if I had to grade it from A to F, I would give multiplayer probably a C. They brought in a lot of just remade maps, which wasn't very good. Don't even get me started. Well, I'll mention that later. But they they did a lot of remake maps, and that was just kind of bleh. There were some new maps. Some of them were cool, but just too many remakes. So yeah, I'm gonna give multiplayer a C. I had fun. There was there were times where I didn't like it at all, but there were times where I had a blast with it. And now it's just kind of it's there. I'll play it every once in a while. I'm gonna go into Blackout. And Blackout, I was not expecting it to win me over as it did. But Blackout easily gets an A. That's I mean, that's all I got. Blackout gets an A. They did a fantastic job. Yes, at times, yes, Alcatraz was a nice change, but I wish they could have maybe rotated Alcatraz out with maybe even more small maps that they could have made. But I mean, it was still fun. Once Alcatraz came out, though, that was pretty much the map that mostly played, which I kind of wish. Sometimes at the start of an operation, they were like, hey, there's no Alcatraz, let's focus on like the special mode for the events on the main map, which was kind of nice. It made you play the main map. And, well, yeah, Blackout gets an A. Zombies. Let's move over. So, the mode I was most anticipated for, because of all the maps, and just where the story was going. And then they brought in a new story. Whew. Gameplay was okay. Yeah, they took out some perks. They brought in some new ones. Nothing too special. I I just don't know where you want to go with that anymore. Probably I would probably give Zombies probably a B. I mean, I yes, yeah, Zombies fantastic for the most part. Couple little things that didn't like. Easter eggs, especially those first four, were really difficult. Gave those a try, but after like two attempts, I'm just like they're too difficult. But the DLC ones after DLC one actually got pretty simple and easy. So it was, even though none were done, at least the attempts were better and more of. So, but yeah, Zombies gets a B. Going into the year, I was expecting that to be an easy A, but it couldn't be done. And then let's just quickly throw in the contraband system blackjack shop. That's gonna get a D. I don't want to fail it, even though there was a lot wrong with it. But at least they had an attempt at a good system of the MTX. No, not the MTX, the Contraband stream. At least they had an attempt and an idea. It was a good idea on paper, but they just didn't execute it correctly. So that's why it gets a D. Otherwise, it probably would have been an F if it was anything like Black Ops 3, which it, for the most part, was. Just a little, just barely better. But that's, I gotta wrap it up here. I've been talking way, way too long. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the gameplay that's been in the background. And basically my next stream will be Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So hopefully you guys are ready for that, because I am. And that's all I got. So basically, until my next video, I'll catch you guys next time.